Hi, welcome back to Golf Training Hacks. So you can do deadlifts in a variety of ways. Of course you can do it with barbell and plates, but you can do it with a kettlebell, one dumbbell, two dumbbells. You can even do it with pulleys. So in this video, I'll show you how you can do a deadlift in a variety of ways. But bear in mind, whether you're doing it with pulleys, dumbbells, barbells, or kettlebells, you need to keep that form the same, because when you're lifting something off the ground, you put a lot of shearing pressure on your back, and if you don't lift it in the proper form, that's the way you get hurt. So let's get started. When you're deadlifting a kettlebell, you use the same technique that you would use if you were lifting a barbell with plates. So you step up to the kettlebell, keep your feet about shoulder width. You don't want your feet to be too wide of an angle. Keep them parallel or a little bit, maybe 5 to 10 degrees, depending on your comfort level. You're going to set your neutral spine. You're going to hip hinge back. Drop your hips and your hands to the kettlebell, keeping that neutral spine. And you raise the kettlebell. Just like when you're deadlifting a barbell, you don't want your knees to drop in. The movement is hip external rotation, and your knees feel like they're rotating out a bit, and your feet are getting screwed to the ground. From the side, hip hinge back, drop your hips and hands to the kettlebell, lift, keep your neutral spine the whole way, and that's a kettlebell deadlift. So you can deadlift with two dumbbells also. So when you're deadlifting with two dumbbells, you use the same technique that you would if you were deadlifting a barbell with plates. Start with your feet parallel. You can go a little wider if you'd like, a little more narrow if you'd like, whatever you're comfortable at. You just don't want to be too wide or too narrow. You want your feet to be parallel. They can be turned out just a little bit, but you really don't want to turn them out too far. That's a very weak position. Put the dumbbells in front of you, hip hinge back, drop down, and come up. Hip hinge back, and from the side, neutral spine, put the dumbbells in front of you, hip hinge back, down and up. And I'm keeping my back in that neutral position. So that's a deadlift with two dumbbells. You can also do it with one dumbbell. So when you're deadlifting with one dumbbell, you can put the dumbbell on its side, just like you would with a kettlebell. You step up to it so it's between your legs. Your feet are parallel, roughly shoulder width, hip hinge back, drop your hips and hands to the dumbbell, and lift. Keep your spine in that neutral position. From the side, dumbbells between your legs, feet are parallel, neutral spine, hip hinge back. You drop your hips and your hands to the dumbbell, and you lift it. So that's a deadlift with one dumbbell. You can also deadlift using pulleys. So I have these pulleys hooked to the plyo box. You're going to use the same technique that you would use if you were lifting a barbell. Now I have the handles by my side. I set a neutral spine. My feet are parallel. My feet are shoulder width. Hip hinge back, down, and up. So you want some tension on this because you want to feel like you're being pulled back. And I'm keeping a neutral spine through the whole movement. So that's how you can deadlift with pulleys.